Hi everyone, this is Miss Baker broadcasting live from Zoo Lab headquarters, or HQ. I have an update about the official launch of our Zoo Lab project, but first, why do I have Sesame Street up on the screen? See if I can actually point to it. There it is. Well, Sesame Street happens to be one of my all-time favorite shows, and we're going to start by learning about the idea of word on the street.
Street, and I'm looking for the word on the street. What's the word on the street?
Plan.
What do you think the word plan means?
A list of things to do. A plan's like steps to do something.
What kind of things would you plan for?
Well, you could plan a party.
You can plan things to do with your friends.
Yeah.
Stop, drop, and roll.
All right. So today we are going to talk about our plan. And the word on the street, oh goodness, the word on the street for Zoo Lab Project is inquiry. Just like Murray does in Sesame Street, I'd like you to ask around, ask your family members, ask your grandparents when you call them on the phone, and see if you can find out what inquiry means, because this project is all about inquiry. I want to remind you of the inspiration behind this project. It was the story in Follow the Moon Home, and you probably remember that it was a class of students who did a community action project. They were investigating and trying to help protect the loggerhead turtles in their community. And I wanted to just read to you the page about how the Loggerhead Lab began. Our classroom became the Loggerhead Lab. First, we gathered lots of information. We read books. We visited an aquarium and a sea turtle hospital. We asked someone from the South Carolina Marine Turtle Conservation Program to speak to our class. We all brainstormed solutions, choosing the best ideas. Then we got to work. So we are about to get to work. And just to remind you, our mission in the Zoo Lab is number 1, to become animal experts, and number 2, to make change to help protect animals and their habitats. Oh my goodness, just in from the Maryland Zoo. So it turns out that the zoo also is closed to guests right now. But their work is not stopping, and actually they are really looking for some extra helpers to become experts on zoo animals and to continue to think about how we can save wildlife and protect wild places. They sent me this email. It says, as you know, we are closed to the public, but at the same time, we are continuing to provide care for all of the animals without having a steady cash flow from people coming to visit the zoo. So that's got me thinking we really need to get busy on our work. While you are getting used to learning at home, this week I'm going to send each of you just a very short task. So you'll do this in your animal research notebook, and many of you have already done number 1. We did it on the last day of school before we left for spring break. So if you were at school that day, you probably did it. If you were not, then you should do number 1, which is open up to the first page of your research notebook. Write the words, what I think I know, and you're going to be talking about your topic animal. So just a reminder, we have the elephant group, we have the cheetahs, the bald eagles, the Arctic foxes, the lions, and the snakes, and the river otters. So depending on which animal research group you're in, you're going to write what you think you know about your animal. If you remember new things that you didn't write before, you can add to what you wrote. And number 2, what I wonder and want to find out about my animal. So What makes you curious about your animal that you're going to be researching? All right, that is all from Zoo Lab headquarters. We look forward to meeting in small groups to begin to launch this important research work. And don't forget, the word on the street is inquiry. So ask around, see if you can figure out what inquiry is, because we're going to be doing it. Signing off. See you soon. Bye-bye.